If you're between 70 and 80 years old and you can still do these 8 things, you're far more extraordinary than you probably realize. Most people assume aging is simply about getting weaker every year, but that's not what truly determines the quality of your later life. The real difference lies in a few abilities that many people gradually lose without even noticing. In today's video, we're going to explore 8 signs that reveal whether someone in their 70s or 80s is truly aging with strength, wisdom, and independence. Be sure to stay with me until the very end, because the final sign is often the one people overlook the most. Yet it may be the clearest indicator of a truly fulfilling life after 70. Before we begin, if you enjoy content that celebrates healthy aging and positive living, please take a moment to subscribe. Give this video a like and share it with someone you care about. And if this topic speaks to you, let us know by leaving a 1 in the comments below. We'd love to know you're watching with. Let's get started. Sign 1. You can still take care of your own health. If you're between 70 and 80 years old and you're still able to care for your own health, you already possess something more valuable than money, status, or possessions. Good health is the foundation that allows every other part of life to flourish. Without it, even the greatest comforts can lose their meaning. Think about what good health really gives you. It means waking up and preparing your own breakfast. It means walking through your neighborhood because you enjoy it, not because you're forced to. It means shopping for groceries, tending your garden, visiting friends, or simply making a cup of tea without needing someone by your side. These ordinary moments may seem small, but together they create something priceless: independence. Many people believe staying healthy requires expensive supplements, complicated exercise programs, or the latest wellness trends. The truth is often much simpler. The body responds remarkably well to consistent habits practiced day after day. Eating balanced meals instead of overeating, getting enough restful sleep, taking a daily walk, stretching to keep your joints flexible, and maintaining a hopeful attitude toward life can make a far greater difference than searching for quick fixes. Consider 2 neighbors of the same age. One spends every day worrying about getting older, rarely leaves the house, and believes declining health is simply unavoidable. The other follows a simple routine. She eats nutritious home-cooked meals, enjoys a short walk every morning, keeps regular sleeping hours, and finds reasons to smile even on difficult days. Neither has perfect health, but after several years, their lives look very different. One has gradually given up many of the activities she once loved, while the other continues to enjoy the freedom of managing her own daily life. Growing older doesn't mean your body will never change. It will. But there is a significant difference between accepting the natural process of aging and surrendering to it. Every healthy choice you make today is an investment in tomorrow's independence. Perhaps the greatest gift of good health isn't simply living longer. It's preserving the ability to make your own decisions, care for yourself, and continue participating in the lives of the people you love. Few things bring more peace of mind than knowing you can still stand on your own feet without feeling like a burden to those around you. If you can still take care of yourself, even in simple everyday ways, don't take it for granted. It is one of the clearest signs that you are truly a rare gem. Sign 2. You can still recognize a scam before it costs you. The second sign has nothing to do with physical strength, but it may protect everything you've worked for throughout your life. If you can still recognize when someone is trying to manipulate you, you're protecting not only your savings, but also your independence. Unfortunately, older adults are often the preferred targets of scammers. They know that many seniors are polite, trusting, and willing to listen. Instead of using threats, they often begin with kindness. A friendly phone call, a free gift, an invitation to a special event, or an offer for a complimentary health screening can seem completely harmless. But in many cases, these are only the first steps of a carefully planned sales strategy. Imagine receiving an invitation to a free wellness seminar at a local hotel. You're welcomed warmly, offered refreshments, and treated with great respect. someone listens patiently to your concerns about aching joints or low energy. After gaining your trust, they introduce an expensive supplement or medical device, insisting it's available only through a special discount that expires today. Suddenly, what started as a pleasant afternoon becomes a high-pressure sales presentation designed to make you spend money before you've had time to think. The same approach appears in many different forms. Some people promise unbelievable investment returns with almost no risk. Others claim to have miracle products that can reverse aging or cure long-standing health problems. The details may change, but the goal remains the same: to convince you to make an emotional decision instead of a thoughtful one. One simple habit can protect you from most of these situations. Never make an important financial decision on the spot. Give yourself time, go home, read the information carefully. Talk with a trusted family member, a close friend, or your doctor if health products are involved. Honest businesses will never object to you taking time to think. People who pressure you to decide immediately usually have a reason for creating that urgency. Being cautious doesn't mean becoming suspicious of everyone. It simply means understanding that trust should be earned, not given away because someone appears friendly or generous. Wisdom isn't just knowing what to believe. It's knowing when to pause before saying yes. If you still have the patience to question, verify, and think before opening your wallet, you possess a form of wisdom that becomes even more valuable with age. Protecting yourself from scams isn't just about saving money. It's about preserving your dignity, your confidence, and the freedom to make your own choices. If you're still watching at this point, I'd love to know you're here. Simply leave a comment saying yes below. It's a small word, but it lets us know we're building a community of people who are committed to aging with strength, wisdom, and a positive spirit. I read as many of your comments as I can, and I look forward to hearing from you. Sign 3. You can still support yourself financially. The third sign isn't measured by the size of your bank account. It's measured by something far more meaningful: the freedom to make your own choices. Many people spend their younger years believing that financial success means becoming wealthy. But as the years pass, priorities begin to change. By the time we reach our 70s or 80s, money serves a different purpose. It isn't about impressing others or collecting more possessions. It's about maintaining your dignity, living according to your own decisions, and avoiding the constant worry of becoming financially dependent on your children. Imagine two retirees with similar incomes. One carefully planned ahead. She receives a modest pension, keeps an emergency fund, and lives within her means. She isn't rich, but she sleeps peacefully because she knows her basic needs are covered. The other never paid much attention to long-term planning. Unexpected expenses quickly become family emergencies, and each financial setback creates stress for both parents and children. The difference isn't necessarily income. It's preparation. Financial independence doesn't require a fortune. For many older adults, it simply means having enough to pay monthly expenses without anxiety. A reliable pension, personal savings, or wisely managed investments can provide a sense of security that no luxury purchase ever could. Just as important is knowing where your money goes. Keeping a simple budget, avoiding unnecessary debt, and reviewing your finances regularly are habits that continue to matter at every age. There is another benefit that often goes unnoticed. When older parents are financially stable, family conversations become less burdened by money. Children visit because they genuinely want to spend time together, not because they feel pressured by financial concerns. Parents, in turn, feel more comfortable making their own decisions without worrying about asking for help. That mutual respect creates healthier, warmer relationships built on love rather than obligation. Of course, accepting help when it is truly needed is never a sign of failure. Families exist to support one another through every stage of life. But whenever possible, preserving even a small measure of financial independence allows older adults to keep a stronger sense of confidence and self-worth. If you can still manage your own finances, pay your own bills, and make thoughtful decisions about your money, you possess a rare form of freedom. It isn't wealth that makes a person truly rich in old age. It's the ability to live with dignity, confidence, and the peace of knowing that your future is still, to a large extent, in your own hands. Sign 4. You can still build strong relationships with your children. As we grow older, one of the greatest blessings isn't simply having children or grandchildren, it's having relationships with them that are built on warmth, trust, and mutual respect. If your family enjoys spending time with you, not because they feel obligated, but because they genuinely want to, that is a rare gift. Many parents spend decades caring for their children, so it's natural to want to continue guiding them. But there comes a point when advice can begin to sound like criticism, and concern can feel like control. Even with the best intentions, constantly reminding your children about past mistakes, comparing them to others, or telling them how they should live can slowly create emotional distance. Think about the conversations that leave people feeling closer. Rarely are they the ones where someone lectures or complains. More often, they're the moments when someone simply listens without interrupting, offers encouragement instead of judgment, and makes the other person feel understood. Imagine a son coming home after a difficult week at work. One response might be, "I told you years ago not to take that job." Another might be, "That sounds like a heavy burden. Do you want to talk about it?" Both come from a place of caring, but only one invites connection. As children become adults, they no longer need parents to solve every problem. What they often need is reassurance that someone believes in them. A calm conversation, a few kind words, or simply being present without trying to control the outcome can strengthen family bonds far more than endless advice. The same is true with grandchildren. They may not remember every gift you gave them, but they will remember how you made them feel. They will remember the grandparent who listened to their stories with genuine interest, celebrated their small victories, and created an atmosphere where they felt accepted without fear of criticism. This doesn't mean remaining silent or pretending everything is perfect. There will always be moments when guidance is necessary, but wisdom often lies in knowing when to speak and when to simply listen. One of the greatest forms of emotional maturity is recognizing that love is not measured by how much advice we give, but by how safe others feel in our presence. If your children and grandchildren leave your home feeling lighter, encouraged and understood, then you are giving your family something far more valuable than money. You are giving them emotional security. And in the end, that is often what brings families closer and makes love grow stronger with every passing year. Sign 5. You still treasure the person who has walked beside you through life. One of the rarest treasures in old age isn't found in a bank account or a family heirloom. It's the relationship you've built with the person who has shared your life through decades of change. Today, it's not uncommon for people to find companionship later in life, after losing a spouse or going through a divorce. These new relationships can offer comfort, friendship, and support, and they deserve respect. But they are often very different from a marriage that has been shaped over 40 or 50 years. A lifelong marriage carries a history that no new relationship can recreate. It's the memory of raising children together, overcoming financial struggles, celebrating milestones, and standing beside each other through illness, disappointment, and unexpected joy. Every challenge survived becomes another thread that strengthens the connection. Over time, something remarkable happens. Many couples no longer need long conversations to understand each other. A simple glance across the room can communicate concern. A familiar smile can ease a difficult day. They know each other's habits, strengths, and imperfections so well that acceptance gradually replaces the need to change one another. By comparison, many relationships that begin later in life are built on different priorities. They often provide companionship, practical support, and someone to share daily routines with. These are valuable gifts, especially for people who have experienced loneliness. Yet, they usually don't carry the same depth of shared memories that can only be created over many decades. That is why it's so important not to take a lifelong partner for granted. After years together, It's easy to focus on small annoyances while forgetting everything you've overcome as a team. The habits that once seemed frustrating may simply be reminders of a life that has been shared through every season. If your husband or wife is still by your side, take a moment to appreciate what that truly means. You have witnessed each other's best days and hardest days. You have changed together, adapted together, and continued choosing each other through the passing years. That kind of loyalty is increasingly rare. Growing older also has a way of changing what love looks like. It becomes less about grand romantic gestures and more about quiet acts of care. A warm meal prepared without being asked, a hand offered while climbing the stairs, a familiar voice checking whether you've taken your medicine, or simply sitting together in comfortable silence. These moments may seem ordinary, but they are often the purest expressions of love. If you still have someone who has walked beside you through the highs and lows of life, treasure them while you can. The greatest relationships are not the ones that never faced difficulties. They are the ones that endured them together. Sign 6. You never stop learning. If you're in your 70s or 80s and you're still curious about the world around you, you're keeping one of the most powerful parts of yourself alive. Many people mistakenly believe that learning belongs to the young. They think that once they retire, there's no longer a reason to develop new skills. But the truth is that the brain thrives on being challenged, regardless of age. Every time you learn something new, you're giving your mind another opportunity to stay active and adaptable. Today, learning doesn't have to mean sitting in a classroom or studying thick textbooks. It can be something as practical as learning how to use a smartphone with confidence, paying bills online, making a video call to a grandchild, reading reliable news on the internet, or discovering a new hobby through online tutorials. These everyday skills don't just make life more convenient. They help you remain connected to the modern world. Imagine two friends who retired at the same age. One decided that technology was simply for young people and avoided it whenever possible. The other asked questions, practiced patiently, and wasn't embarrassed to make mistakes. A few years later, one still depends on others for many simple tasks, while the other confidently books appointments online, stays in touch with family through video calls, and finds answers whenever curiosity strikes. The difference wasn't intelligence. It was attitude. Learning also builds confidence. Every new skill reminds you that growth doesn't stop simply because you've celebrated another birthday. In fact, many older adults discover talents they never had time to explore during their working years. Whether it's learning basic photography, trying a new recipe, understanding digital banking, or even picking up a few words in another language, every achievement becomes proof that you're still capable of adapting. Perhaps even more importantly, lifelong learning helps preserve independence. The more you understand the world around you, the less you have to rely on others for everyday decisions. That confidence brings freedom, and freedom brings dignity. Of course, there will be moments when learning feels frustrating. New technology changes quickly, and it's perfectly normal to need extra time. But remember, no one masters something new overnight. Progress isn't measured by speed. It's measured by the willingness to keep trying. If you're still open to learning, asking questions, and embracing new experiences, you're doing far more than gaining knowledge. You're showing that your spirit remains young, your mind remains engaged, and your best years of growth may not be behind you after all. Age can change your appearance, but it should never limit your curiosity. Sign 7. You still have something that brings you joy. One of the greatest challenges of growing older isn't always physical decline, it's loneliness. After retirement, the daily routine changes. Children build lives of their own. Friends move away, and the house can become much quieter than it once was. Without something meaningful to fill the day, it's easy to feel that life has become repetitive. That's where hobbies make an extraordinary difference. Whether it's tending a small garden, painting landscapes, playing chess with friends, casting a fishing line into a peaceful lake, singing in a local choir, writing a personal blog, or even enjoying a favorite puzzle or video game, every hobby gives the mind a reason to stay engaged. It creates moments of curiosity, accomplishment, and satisfaction that no medicine can provide. Imagine waking up on a Saturday morning knowing you're meeting friends for a game of chess or planning to plant new flowers in your backyard. Suddenly, the day has purpose. Instead of watching the hours slowly pass, you're creating experiences that keep both your mind and your heart active. Many people believe that growing older means becoming more serious, more reserved, and giving up the playful side of life. But that couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, the happiest older adults are often those who never lost their sense of curiosity or their ability to enjoy simple pleasures. Playfulness isn't childish. It's a sign that your spirit is still alive. When you laugh during a card game, proudly show someone a painting you've finished, harvest vegetables from your own garden, or learn a new song just because you enjoy it, you're reminding yourself that life is still full of possibilities. Those moments reduce stress, stimulate the brain, and often lead to meaningful friendships with people who share similar interests. A hobby also gives you an identity beyond your age. Instead of thinking, "I'm an 80-year-old retiree," you become a gardener, a photographer, a musician, a writer, or an artist. That shift in perspective can make an enormous difference in how you see yourself and how you experience each day. If you still have something that makes you smile, keeps you curious, and gives you a reason to get out of bed each morning, never let it go. Growing older doesn't mean giving up the joy of play. Sometimes the people who age most gracefully are simply the ones who never stopped enjoying life. After all, having fun isn't a luxury in old age. It is one of the healthiest habits you can keep. Sign 8. You still have a broad and positive heart. The final sign may be the most meaningful of all. It isn't something a doctor can measure or a mirror can reflect. It's the attitude you bring to each new day. Aging changes all of us. Our bodies slow down, our routines evolve, and life rarely unfolds exactly as we imagined. Some people respond by becoming bitter. They compare themselves to others, dwell on what they've lost, or carry old disappointments for years. Little by little, resentment replaces gratitude, and even joyful moments become harder to appreciate. But others choose a different path. They understand that every stage of life comes with both gains and losses. Instead of focusing on what is no longer possible, they treasure what remains. They celebrate a peaceful morning, a phone call from a grandchild, a walk under blue skies, or a quiet dinner with someone they love. These moments may seem ordinary, yet they become extraordinary when viewed with gratitude. Having a broad heart also means letting go of the habit of constant comparison. There will always be someone with more money, better health, or a larger family. But comparison rarely brings peace. It often steals the joy that already exists in your own life. Acceptance is another form of strength. It doesn't mean giving up or pretending that life is perfect. It means recognizing that some things cannot be changed, while choosing to make the best of what can. That simple shift in perspective frees an enormous amount of emotional energy. People with this mindset are often a source of comfort to everyone around them. They don't complain about every inconvenience or criticize every difference of opinion. Instead, they bring calm into conversations. Their children enjoy visiting them. Their friends feel relaxed in their company. Their presence makes others feel safe, welcomed, and understood. Perhaps that's because emotional well-being is contagious. A peaceful heart creates a peaceful home. When you choose kindness over resentment, patience over anger, and gratitude over complaint, those around you naturally respond in the same way. Families become closer, friendships grow stronger, and everyday life feels lighter. Growing older does not mean becoming rigid or difficult. In fact, many of the wisest people become more compassionate with age because they understand that everyone is carrying burdens we cannot see. They judge less, forgive more, and appreciate the simple gift of another day. If you can still look at life with hope instead of regret, gratitude instead of jealousy, and peace instead of bitterness, then you've discovered something many people search for their entire lives. A youthful face fades with time, But a generous heart never grows old. And in the end, that may be the rarest quality of all. If you recognized yourself in several of these 8 signs today, take a moment to appreciate how far you've come. They aren't just habits. They're proof of a life shaped by resilience, wisdom, and countless small choices made over many years. And if there are 1 or 2 areas you'd like to improve, remember this: it's never too late. No matter whether you're 60, 70, or well into your 80s, one positive change made today can make tomorrow a little healthier, a little happier, and a little more meaningful. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which of these 8 signs do you still have, and which one would you like to strengthen? Your story may encourage someone else who is walking the same path. If this video brought you value, please like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss future conversations about healthy and fulfilling aging. And if you'd like to help us continue creating thoughtful videos like this, you can support the channel through Super Thanks. There's never any obligation. Simply watching, commenting, and being part of this community already means a great deal. But if you choose to contribute, please know that your kindness helps us keep producing content that encourages and supports older adults around the world. Thank you for spending your time with us. Take good care of yourself, keep looking forward with hope, and I'll see you in the next video.